Welcome to episode 5 of the SharePoint House series. I'm Kevin Powell, and today we're tackling one of the most misunderstood and most critical topics in the Microsoft 365 world, governance. Not the dusty policy document kind, the kind that actually works, the kind that's built into the architecture of your environment. Let's dive in. Imagine two neighborhoods. In the first, there are no rules. People park wherever they want, build whatever they like, and nobody agrees on anything. It's chaos. In the second neighborhood, there are clear standards. Everyone knows the rules, the streets are organized, and things just work. Your Microsoft 365 environment is no different. Without governance, you get chaos. With it, you get clarity, control, and confidence. So what does governance actually look like in Microsoft 365? Think of it in 3 layers. At the top, you have the city, your entire Microsoft 365 tenant. Below that, the neighborhood, your SharePoint sites and teams. And within each neighborhood, the house, individual document libraries, lists, and content. Governance isn't one size fits all. It operates at every layer, and each layer has its own rules. Inside every house, there are house rules. In SharePoint, those rules govern how documents are structured, what metadata is required, how long content is retained, and who has access. When you define these rules deliberately at the library and site level, you stop relying on users to do the right thing and start building it into the system itself. Every city has bylaws, rules that apply universally, regardless of which neighborhood you're in. In Microsoft 365, that's your tenant-level governance. Naming conventions for teams and sites, external sharing policies, sensitivity labels, and data loss prevention rules. These aren't optional. They're the foundation that everything else is built on. Not all governance decisions belong at the same level. That's the key insight when diagnosing governance authority. Some rules belong at the tenant level, enforced by IT, applied everywhere. Others belong at the site level, managed by site owners, customized for their team's needs. Knowing the difference is what separates reactive governance from intentional governance. Here's a sobering reality. One unlocked door can compromise the entire street. In SharePoint, when a single site or library has misconfigured permissions, it creates a vulnerability that ripples across your organization. Security isn't just about protecting individual houses, it's about protecting the whole neighborhood. Architectural controls matter. There are 2 ways to govern content. The first is governance by document. You write a policy, hope people read it, and trust they'll follow it. Spoiler, they won't. The second is governance by design. You build the rules into the system so that compliance isn't optional, it's automatic. Required metadata, enforced retention, structured libraries. That's the difference between hoping and knowing. Governance isn't just technical, it's human. When a new user joins your SharePoint environment, don't just send them a link and wish them luck. Give them a welcome tour. Walk them through the structure. Explain the rules. Show them where things live and why. That personal touch is what turns a confusing tool into a trusted one. Microsoft 365 Copilot is powerful, but power without governance is dangerous. If your environment is disorganized, if permissions are inconsistent, metadata is missing, and content is sprawling, Copilot will amplify that chaos. But if your governance foundation is solid, Copilot becomes a force multiplier for your entire organization. Governance isn't a blocker to Copilot. It's the prerequisite. Here's the architect's verdict. Governance must be designed, not documented. It must be enforced, not hoped for. And it must be secured at every layer, from the tenant down to the document. When you build governance into the architecture of your environment, you don't just reduce risk. You unlock the full potential of Microsoft 365 for everyone in your organization. Are you ready to build a SharePoint environment that's governed, secure, and ready for the future? Whether you're in Canadian government or enterprise, I help organizations design SharePoint environments that are structured from the ground up. Let's start with a conversation. Book a consultation today, and let's build your governance blueprint together. If you like this content, like and subscribe.